What's good, everybody? Berserker Bahaman here, and today I'm going to be starting a playthrough of Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. This is a remaster of the 2012 hit known as Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, a underappreciated an RPG inspired by the minds of R.A. Salvatore, or Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion lead designer Ken Rolston. So, let's get started with this wondrous adventure, shall we? This is just a preview video, so that way you all know what we'll be getting into. Greetings, viewer. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of men in Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Oh, welcome to the stream, Basilisk. Hope you enjoy it. This is the preview of the game that I recommended to you. So I hope you like it. So here is what we can choose from. We got our male and female character creation along with our races. We got the Almain, the Varani, the Josulfur, and the Dokkalfar. The Almain are a warlike and religious nation of a storied origin. Many Almain come to the Feylands seeking freedom while honoring the traditions of their home. The Varani, hardened by the high seas, the Varani are just as frequently pirates and mercenaries as they are shrewd merchants. They favor swords and daggers as seaworthy weapons. The Josulfur. The Josulfur are a proud and ancient people from the frozen lands of the north. Josulfur judge themselves fit to divine right, drawn under wind, sun, and sky, and meet an even-handed justice. The Dokkalfar. Dokkalfar are renowned as sophisticated students of magic and diplomacy. While they do not shy from conflict, they prefer to resolve disputes subtly and with grace, or efficiently. Silence. I, however, am going to choose the Varani. Here are our Well, actually, here's the thing though. This game is inspired the minds of R.A. Salvatore, Spawn creators Todd McFarlane, and it was inspired by Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion's lead designer Ken Rolston and Basilisk. So here are our gods that we get to choose from. Vrakor, God of Fire and Patron of the Forge. Patron bonuses, +6 fire damage and +6 fire resistance. Njordir, God of Water, Patron of Fishing and Sailing. +6% ice damage, +6% ice resistance. War. Theoden, God of War, Battle, and Tactics. 5% physical damage, +5% armor. Death. Belin, God of Death. +1% chance to critical hit, +8% critical hit damage. Mischief. Lupoku, God of Mischief, Patron of Brewing. Patron bonuses, +6% poison damage, 6% poison resistance. And none. Beholden to no god, your self-sufficiency yields its own rewards. Patron bonuses, +1% experience bonus. I am going to be going with Theoden, the God of War, Battle, and Tactics. Now here are our presets. We have a number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to be using preset 1 as the basis for our character build. So let's find ourselves an intimidating. Yeah, maybe death might sound pretty cool to go with, honestly. But for now, let's go with our preset basis. We're going to be going with this face. Keep the skin tone the same. I can't really tell on the eye color much with these characters, you know? Or eyeshadow color? We don't need no eyeshadow. Okay, stubble color. And stubble intensity. We're not gonna have any stubble. My character's not gonna have facial hair. For our base hairstyle... Yes, I know. The struggles of character creation. Okay, I'm liking that. That actually looks cool. Got a Celtic feel to it. No facial hair. There we go. Now for accessories. Do we want some jewelry? Let's see what we can get going here. Okay. Nose piercing. Eye piercing. Nose piercing. It's the nose ring. Honestly, I don't get why they don't have a necklace for these characters. Screw it. I'm not gonna use nose jewelry. Tattoos, however. Oh. This is the interesting part for me. That is definitely true. Basilisk and I do our own collaboration channel, but it's on hold right now due to the quarantine. It is called the Wyvern's Nest. Because Basilisk and Dragons, well, they're kind of both, in a way, the same kind of creature. It's just one is a hybrid. And now, we have our face. Kind of gives off that bit of a Celtic warrior vibe. There we go.
A Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Okay. Hope you. I'll see you later.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Ugh. Oh god. Ugh. Now that's just nasty. Bruh. You might want to go... Haven't you heard of corpse foot? Like, come on. I'm gonna be completely honest. I really love how this game looks compared to the original version on the Xbox 360. Like, it looks so much more beautiful. Not gonna lie. Like, I could just tell that they worked hard to you know, work on these graphics. Like, come on. Like, you could even just look at the texture on the corpses. Just look at it. That's attention to detail right there. Oh, sorry if I sound a little bit like my inner fanboy is coming out. It's just that the only other time I ever got a chance to play this game was, well, when I used the Xbox version. Also, yes, it's your typical fantasy RPG, but not like most. Okay, experiment disposal. Secrecy is still important in our work, requiring specialized disposal of our unfortunate failures. Piling remains become a concern in the lower caverns, and an incinerator has been added to deal with the waste. This should make disposal work slightly less horrible. Although you should avoid drinking water from downstream of the ash dumps. Hardly a fitting rest for the poor things, but if it's any consolation, these weren't their original bodies in the first place. Femoris Hughes. Hey! Well, at least we gave him a peaceful cremation.
They're all over. Run!
Who's all over?
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
It's also important to destroy any... In the beginning dungeon, it's very important to destroy whatever you can, and so that way you have as much gold as possible when you exit. The fuck is with the giant rat? Huh. Hardly any pools of blood in the game. Well, hardly any. Still got some, but not much. When it comes to killing the animals, though. It's kind of a necessary tool of survival. $13 gold from barrels, not bad.
No child of dust shall
Another 15 gold from a single barrel. $7 gold.
Help! Anybody!
Alrighty, mate. Help's on the way. They even have a little mini-map right there so that you don't get lost. Hopefully.
You! Up there, please help me! Please! More mortal scum? No matter. You'll all die.
Yeah, apparently you can hardly even see the blood.
Oh, it worked! By the tome, it worked! You're alive!
What happened to me?
You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you.
Who are these attackers?
Don't know? Oh, perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deone, the enemies of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they are here. Hughes may have the answer to that as well. You must stay alive and reach him.
Who is Hughes?
Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going! He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe.
Attackers.
Oh my. You don't know? We've never seen them this far inland. Not if I wish
Death.
I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this done. Right this way. You go first.
Oh, good golly. That's a big map. Sorry if I don't say have much to say about this game. It's just sometimes you gotta focus on the tutorial. Like, yeah, square is for your light attack. Triangle, I'm not sure what triangle is used for. Or L2 is for blocking. With all that out of the way, let's keep moving forward. So, what you saw these enemies were the Tuatha Deon and some giant rats. There are going to be more types of enemies than just these run-of-the-mill cannon fodder, as I like to call them. Scattered throughout the game, so be mindful of figuring out your enemies and use their weaknesses against them. Now, in here, we are going to be seeing more of the Tuatha. And they just destroyed the Well of Souls. Lovely chaps, aren't they? More like crude bastards. And also, along the way within this game, there will be numerous amounts of side quests to explore and various factions to align yourself with, depending on what your playstyle is.
We're in one of the storerooms. See if you can find anything useful.
For example, if you're a melee style, you would go with the War Swarm. If you're a magic player, I think you go with the Court of Winters. And lockpicks are used for lockpicking chests when you find them, depending on your lockpicking skill. Yeah, you can't just go lockpicking everything all at once. Ugh. And yes, you even have kite shields used for blocking.
More Tuatha! You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it?
Okay, 3 lockpicks, minor healing potions, some coins, and torn gloves. Ugh. So now we're going to get into the ranged aspect of combat. Namely, through bow and arrows. First, by looting this random corpse. Ah, yes, this is how you,
Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's open. Go, go!
But yeah, now that we've shot down these Tuatha with our trusty bow and arrow, we have to keep moving forward and make our way out of this area. While also, of course, making sure to thoroughly explore for our treasure chest, which will contain useful items. Most of the time. The writings on these documents are too faded to be of value. But we're going to take these just in case anyway, by adding them into junk. Junk can be used to sell a mass bulk of items that you do not want anymore.
I bet you're still groggy, but just keep move. Move!
Anyways, moving on, we can now pick ourselves up some daggers.
Up for their size.
Crude iron daggers. There's a good reason that we need these, but yeah, and you'll see why in just a moment. But for now, let's make our way up and out of the tunnel.
If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly.
For now, let's sneak up on this guy. See if we can stab him in the back. Let's quickly now. Quietly. Stabby, stabby!
get you to Professor Hughes. Move! Move!
Now that that threat has been dealt with, we must keep advancing. Aim forward. Right, and well, still. And now, open this door here. We come across.
Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you?
Yeah, Lord knows what exactly my character is, but all I know he's a Barani. Regarding the spiders, Hughes, per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control. KoA will try to take credit for an efficient acquainting with his Praetorians, but I feel he overstates his case and fails to recognize the value that my own quick thinking and scholarly work provided the successful operation. While overseeing the spider purge, I noticed that those guards who were affected by spider venom exhibited stiffness of joints and a possible solution for the internal cohesion problems of some of the world's creations. I would have studied these symptoms in more depth at the time, but the guards willfully and flagrantly disobeyed my orders to delay application of antitoxins. As such, I request that we capture some of these spiders in order to harvest their venom. And for further future testing. Furthermore, I trust that these insubordinate guards will be punished immediately. For my steadfast pursuit of knowledge, I require no medal nor promotion. All I would ask is that you please reassign me off of subject disposal detail. Sincerely, Garan.
Pow!
Torn robe, some gold coin, minor serpent's venom, a minor mana potion. Yeah, torn robes aren't exactly for... I'm gonna add that to my junk. Sure, I don't use mage builds, honestly. What the heck? What in the world? Okay, that can't be broken. Move this, hand wraps, add that to the junk pile. Oh shit! yourself. Watch out for the spiders. Nasty bugs.
It completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders. Burn them! Burn them!
And that is exactly how you deal with spiders, as well, they're somehow vulnerable to fire because of, well, elemental weakness or whatever. I'm not sure, honestly. Add to junk, some bones, a minor mana potion. That can help.
Hurry! Get out of here!
Two lockpicks, two minor healing potions. Okay, let's see. Keep moving forward from now, and now we still gotta make our way out of the Well of Souls.
Wait, you're not one of them. It's... Get away! Who is this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. Better get inside to see the old man. Oh. This is where we part ways. Just make sure you get to Hughes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. There's nothing more I can do except to stay here and slow down. But this is the armory. With luck, I'll see you on the outside. If fate wills it. Ah, plate armor. Nothing protects quite like layers of impervious metal. Leather armor is thin, but will give you the speed to reach an enemy's throat. Simple cloth frees your body and mind. That's why mages prefer it.
Okay, let's see. Is that everything in this room that's of value in terms of loot? No. There we go. That should be everything. Just to make sure. And the X button is also for sprinting. Just so we all know this. Anyways, onward to adventure, and we shall make our way up. Judging by the long and menacing hallway in the foreboding area up ahead, I'm guessing we might be in for a boss fight. Anyways, onward. I'll read that later. For now, let's keep moving forward. Okay. Oh, yep.
You've made it, and look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me. You must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Where are we?
We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Of course you do. Please, though, we must hurry. You don't know. They're called the Tuatha. They were once Fey folk of the Winter Court, but they've been twisted by their Lord Gadflow. But how could they have found us out here? We're miles away from the front lines. The war has never touched Dalantarth. And why attack the well?
The Fey.
The Fey are complicated. I could write 10 volumes on the effects of immortality on their pseudo-feudal court system alone. I am Fomerus Hughes, Scholar of Vivification Prime Circle. We're standing above my life's work, the Well of Souls. And there's so much to learn about you there. I imagine it's all a bit muddled. A side effect of the prismere? Shape of the basin? No. If only we had more time.
My death.
I wish I could tell you more, but your death is a mystery to me as well. It seems that your memory died with your body. You see, the well is designed to capture the soul of someone recently deceased, recreating their physical form within its waters. Simple, really. Your rebirth is the first we might truly call a success. There have been others, but the results weren't quite right.
Sounds to me you, sort of created some abominations beforehand. But I guess we'll forget about that for now.
The Tuatha are a radical splinter of the Fae. Insane, bloodthirsty, and immortal. Even when they die, their essence returns home to be reborn later. They hate mortals like you and me, and want us wiped off the face of Amalur. I can only imagine how much they hate the idea of mortals being reborn.
The Well of Souls.
It's been my life's work. Decades of research with a singular goal, ending death itself. And now, you're the only proof that it's a success. But why did it work on you and no one else? What makes you different from the others? There are so many questions to ask, and if we're to get any answers, we've got to get you someplace safe.
Okay,
Good,
I'm ready.
good. We can't waste time. absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the lab!
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
Run wild, you magnificent bastard! Anyway, we definitely better get moving. God. Running. Keep on running. Yeah.
Ready to fall, Mark.
Anyways, after you get past these two guys, you might want to keep advancing forward after you destroy whatever is destructible here for the loot. Including this treasure chest here. Open that, loot the place, get the lockpick, although items can be randomized. Items in treasure chest, so it might not be the exact same as my playthrough. But for now, let's keep moving forward, get out of here with our lives if we can.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Smell that? I smell a boss fight. Yeah, if you press left on the D-pad, that's how you heal yourself as well, just in case you get into a bit of a tough fight. And there's your, it's a rock troll. And that's how we do it. keep in mind, this isn't all there is gonna be to this game. But for now, we might as well finally get to the Alistar Glade. Well, that was quite the journey. And unfortunately, this happened. Right here. I suppose that was a good preview, though. Oh wait, never mind. We have officially leveled up. Here's how leveling up works. You got your basic skill, basic, advanced, and master skills here. What you want, what your build is going to be, really depends on this. And now we have this as well. And there we go. Oh, welcome. Whoever just joined the stream, please. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed this very astounding remaster.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have. Alistar is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And we... Oh, you mean Agar? You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruin. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent, but the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the... At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here. At least a little longer.
Ah.
remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here?
What are you doing?
When I saw you with Ensel in the well, I ran. But it wasn't because I was afraid. I was coming to report that Hughes's experiment had succeeded. The Well of Souls is bigger than just one gnome's pet project. My contact pays well for information about its progress. I just send reports to make some money on the side. But I don't know how the Tuatha found out. This has nothing to do with them. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. Thank you, thank you. Here, I don't want anything to do with it.
Even the map looks more beautiful. It's a lot smoother than when I remember. Anyways, I suppose that should be enough of a preview for you guys. After we get done with these two wolves. Never mind, entire path. Stone Candle Mines. Ember Eyes. Loot a pile of rocks. Nice! That is a very good piece of armor to have early on. At least for now, anyway. Didn't expect myself to get that lucky, though.
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh?
What is a Fate?
Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things.
Hughes sent me to find you.
Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I wish I could, but times are tough. I've barely got enough to pay my bar tabs as it is. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently.
I just woke up in the tower.
You're the one. Then that means... it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
The gosling must be slain. Die, gosling!
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that?
I don't know, I just did it.
You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death.
Do you always
It's a
see
gift.
death?
Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths.
Is this why he sent me?
That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes.
Fine, show me my fate.
You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much...
You can't
Fate's
see my
weave
fate.
is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine.
Let's go with Brawler.
I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus.
So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you.
What does this mean?
It could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that, or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings, but we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Fate threads in the tapestry of fate. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all... But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well work. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. What could this all mean?
Anyway, that's gonna do it all for this preview, guys. This is Berserker Bahamut signing off, and I will see you all later.
Here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what could this all mean.
Later, for another episode of Yakuza 0. Bye-bye.